Ladies and gentlemen, the journey to Olympic Trials has begun. The trains are on strike today because of course they are. The one day I want to travel, they're on strike. That's just the way it's going to be. Mr. Hobbs has stepped up. He's brought me out to the bus station here in Leicester. Or well, it's not a bus station, it's a bus stop on the side of the road. So yeah, I'm going to be on the bus down to London Victoria before I get a tube over. The power of the BMW there.
Not as much the green little
Nothing
cube.
compares to the Skoda Fabia. Yeah, then get a tube over to Stratford and we should be there. So yeah, stay tuned, keep watching and see what we get up to. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out here on the bus. Well, I think we're on the outskirts of London now, North London. But yeah, we had to take the bus because of the train strikes, as you saw me mention earlier. Our bus driver's been an absolute G though, and he's managed to avoid most of the traffic. What a boss. Yeah, this is some Jack Reacher shit out here. Getting the bus to Olympic Trials, but yeah, we're going to get off the bus in about 5-10 minutes, then get on the underground, and it'll be a 30-minute train to Stratford. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, that is the end of the coach leg of our journey. We're in Marble Arch right now, and we're heading towards the Marble Arch tube station. We've got a beautiful park over there with some fountains. But yeah, it says it takes about half an hour on the tube to get to Stratford, so gust of wind there. Whew. So yeah, let's go, let's get to Stratford. Ladies and gentlemen, we're finished on the tube. We've arrived here in Stratford. Now we're going to go check into the hotel, and then we're going to go to the venue for a little swim and have a little watch of some finals maybe. So now we're heading over to the venue to have a little swim, a little paddle. We'll do a couple of dives, see how the back's feeling today, see how it's coping after the long bus journey. But yeah, here we are, Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the dance. We've made it to the 2024 British Olympic Trials here at the London Aquatic Centre. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? That's our first little paddle here done. We're representing the badge, representing LT. The LT smoke's gonna hit the London Aquatic Centre tomorrow. Now we're going for a little paddle in the training pool. So that's me done with swimming for the evening. This is the warm-up and training pool here at the London Aquatic Centre. But yeah, done and dusted with swimming. Go put our feet up now, get some nice food later on. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm just chilling in the hotel now. It's obviously the night before the race. I was going to go out to the restaurant and get some food, but I've actually just decided to get a takeaway because the coach trip was long. To get on the tube and there was lots of people and I'm just lazy. That's how it is, I'm just lazy. Didn't want to walk anymore, so I ordered a delivery to the room. Got some snacks from the shop as well, so I've just been putting my feet up and chilling out and using the massage gun. So yeah, race is about 11:30 tomorrow morning I think, so we should be up a couple of hours before that. And we'll get ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's race day. We're here at the venue. 10:30 in the morning. Heading through to the warm-up pool now. We'll loosen off and we'll get warmed up and ready for action. Ladies and gentlemen, warmed up, suited and booted, ready for this 50 freestyle, heat 7 lane 0. Let's go.
So here we are then, this is the 50 freestyle. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm happy with 23.7, which was my final time. If you told me in January I was going to go 23.7, obviously I wouldn't have been happy. But we have to recognise there were mitigating factors. My back is in terrible shape. It needs to be sorted out, it needs to recover, and the only thing that's going to do that is rest. So I obviously couldn't do that leading up to Olympic trials. And of course as well, there was an error, I can't really call it an error, but a circumstance on my dive that all swimmers are aware of. Essentially I dived in and lost my arm off my head, just slipped. It's just one of those things, it happens, there's nothing I can do about it, which is unfortunate. So yes, there are mitigating circumstances of course, but still frustrated with the time. But with all things considered, it was absolutely not a disaster and it was a decent swim. However, coming into this meet, I obviously just felt like a bit of a tourist because I knew I was injured, and that's not something that I want to be, and that's not somewhere I want to be. I want to be at the top level, I want to be the best and get back to the level I once was
Now
at.
we're back in the hotel after racing. 23.7, as you've seen. If someone had told me in January that I was going to go 23.7 at British Champs, I'd have probably contemplated jumping off a bridge. However, with that said, obviously I've been struggling with the back injury. We all know that. I've made that very clear. But that was okay today. Pain in the back now after the race, that is without a doubt, and there was a little bit of pain after the warm-up. But we handled it well, we stuck in there, and well, I say we put together a solid swim, but there was actually a fundamental mistake with my swim. And this is something that's never happened to me before, and it's something that I hope never happens to me again. But when I dived in, it happens in training quite a lot, just because of, you know, wet hats, being slippy and all that sort of thing. When I dived in, I actually lost my hands, as in, it wasn't a proper crossing of the hands or anything poor like that, but it was certainly my left bicep slipped off my head, which, as any swimmer knows, is not optimum at all. It's not good, it's not conducive to fast swimming. So very frustrating that mistake, I don't even think you can call it a mistake, you can just call it circumstance, that circumstance happened at Olympic trials here. But it is what it is. We stood up on the day, we raced hard, you know, brought the best I could, and the circumstances were what they were, and I'll walk away from this meet with my head held high. We're off to Sheffield tomorrow, where Ben is now, for some 50 metre action. We've got the 50 breaststroke and the 50 fly. Not sure if I'll do the 50 fly, because fly swimming actually really hurts my back. I just can't. Whenever I enter my hands, the undulation just goes straight through my back and it really hurts. I don't know if I'm going to do that, as I want to try and rest and preserve myself for Sunderland in a week's time. But yeah, time to head back to Loughborough now, regroup, and we'll go again tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this vlog. Really appreciate the support as always. There's 115 of you now, which is fantastic. So yeah, we're gaining some steam on this quest. The conquest continues, as I always say. Check out Metcalf Training on Instagram for health, nutrition, fitness, and all physical training content. Of course, I also do bespoke, personalized training plans as well. So go check that out, because your dream body awaits. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned.